Hello friends and welcome back. We are here with day 25. Oh my goodness, day 25. How did that happen? And so our prompt word is ombre. Now, really struggled with this one. I could have done something really simple and just pulled out all my Distress Oxide inks and did an ombre Distress ink kind of blending. But I feel like that's kind of an easy go-to that everyone is probably, that comes to mind. And I want to think a little bit outside the box a bit more. And I think I've come up with an idea. So let me first just move my hot chocolate out of the way. And I decided I'm going to do a tag, an ombre tag. I'm just going to do one because I'm not sure how this is going to go. But I have all these scraps that I pulled out that I think I'm going to do an ombre scrap tag. Now, I do realize that I have some pattern papers and non-pattern papers, but really the idea that I'm going for here is that we are doing an ombre effect with the scraps. It's really what I'm trying to accomplish here. I'm not sure if it's going to work out, not sure if I'm really on point with this, but this is what we're going to do because that's all I got right now. All right, so let me just move this stuff out of the way. And yeah, I think I'm just going to collage some scraps on and then cut it into a tag and then we'll embellish it. And then that'll be my ombre. Okay. And I don't know why, but whenever I think of the word ombre, I think of blue. Not exactly sure why, but that's just kind of what my mind triggers. So let's just go ahead and start ripping here. I kind of like the idea of the white just a little bit as well. I'm not sure if actually kind of was better in my head. I don't know. have this vision in my head, but the paper is not necessarily playing well with me. I need it to go, I want that white, but it's not giving me the white that I want. Let's try that. That's a little bit better. Okay, then we're going to go to our next color. So I just have these kind of laid to the side. I mean, this isn't complete rocket science, because if it was, I wouldn't be doing it. Again, I want the white core of the paper to show, just to kind of help with that transition just a little bit. I know that there isn't white in between ombre, but I feel like that'll just visually help it along, right? You see what I'm kind of getting at there? I don't know. Pray for me. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got that. Then our next color is this, and this is just literally scraps that I've had for years from my card making stuff and printables that I've had. Okay. It's just a little too much white right there. Okay, like that. Oh, it's just freeing to rip paper, just, willy-nilly. At least I'm trying to do willy-nilly. So I'm going to get these laid out. And then we have this one. I think that will be wide enough. Okay. And ripping along here, again, I want that white core to show. Okay, I'm liking it, Hopefully it shows up on camera properly in terms of colors. It does on my side look ombre. I don't know. Hopefully it's showing that way. Okay, now we'll go this way. All right, and then so now it goes from kind of this tealy green into this blue. That's really what I'm trying to accomplish. Let's just move this up a bit so everyone can see. That's not really big enough. Rip it this way. Okay, stick with me. Stick with me. I'm hoping this is going to be a delightful project. In the end, it'll turn out. I don't know. We'll see. Never know unless you try. That's the best part about art, is you can just have fun playing around. And if it doesn't work out, you got a conversation piece. Okay. And then I want this darker one. And then we're going to put a focal image on here as well after. No, I didn't want to rip it like that. I want this one to be non-white. Not that it'll 100% matter, I guess, because this will cover it up. But this one I have, just a teeny bit to be able to tear. So this is a bit cumbersome. Not sure if this is going to work out. Ooh. Do your fingers ever get sore when you're ripping paper like this? I find that mine get awfully sore. I don't know if I'm like pinching too hard. Need to relax a little and loosen up on my grip. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I just need to see. There we go. I need to relax. I was holding it too tight. Okay, so I can move this all down just a little bit. Okay, so let's get gluing. And we'll just see how this goes. I want to see if I have one more darker color though. I feel like I need a dark, dark blue. I have some more scraps. Oh, and I'm getting all tangled up in my cord, wouldn't you know it? Do I have... So I'm just looking at my scrap papers that I have to the side here. Just plain cardstock. And I feel like I should have like a dark. I don't. Well, see, there would be a good ombre right there, right? That would be a good ombre. Why didn't I use that? Why, you ask? Because that's too easy. Because that is too easy, my friends. I could have. But I like the patterned paper in there as well. Let's see, there's some more scrap papers. I'm looking for a really dark blue just to finish it off, I think. This is all kind of mishmash stuff. That's not going to work. Okay. One more place to try. One more place. Let me just take one peeky poo over here. Just feel... It's not dark enough. Okay, I lied. I'm going to check one more place. And that is my actual cardstock drawer of full pieces. Oh, I think I found it. I think I found what I want. No, I didn't. It's not dark enough. Nope. I was looking for even darker royal blue, but I don't have it. So that just solves that problem right there. Okay. Well, we'll just go with this then. Can't blame a girl for trying, though. Okay. I've got quite a bit of mess going on. So I hope you're all well and that you've had a good week. It's been a busy one for me. We are We had some beef stew this week, so I was busy getting that out, and then yeah, I had a lovely client drop off a gift for me. It was a belated Christmas gift, and it was all these wonderful craft supplies because she knows I like to craft. How sweet is that? I didn't bring them down. I was going to, but I'll bring them down and show you guys what she gave me. So sweet when people think of you like that, right? Okay. So yeah, we'll do this. Should have gotten my glue book out, just so I'm not getting glue all over my mat, but I think we are beyond that now. Okay. Yeah, let me know down below if you have different ideas on how we could incorporate ombre into our crafting other than just inks. Right? Because I feel like inks are kind of the quick go-to, right? It makes sense. How else could we do it? Obviously paints and watercolors, right? Do it that way. But I'm always intrigued by, you know, those portraits that people will do. They have them in our children's hospital here. They're portraits of a bigger image made out of all the little images. Like, I just think that is so creative. How do you do that? How do you, that would take so much time, and what an eye. Wow. But yeah, I'm always amazed when I see those. And you see this gorgeous mural, and you take a closer look and you realize it's made up of all these other little pictures. So cool. Okay. Getting there. I do think of some crazy things from time to time. All right, almost there. Yeah, I definitely should have used a glue book because I have a ton of glue on my mat now, and I'm sticking to it and it's bugging me. If you don't know already, I absolutely detest sticky fingers. I have no idea how I got into art if I don't like sticky fingers, but I just don't. I don't like that feeling. There's a big story about that from my childhood about my very first word. I was trying to ask for a face cloth because my hands were sticky. I believe the story goes that I was in Woco with my aunt, and I had ice cream or something, and she gave me ice cream. She gave me something, and my hands were sticky. And I was yelling a particular naughty word at the top of my lungs, trying to say face cloth. My first word was a foul word. The one that starts with F. So there I am in the middle of Woco or whatever it was, and I was screaming the F word at the top of my lungs when all I really wanted was a face cloth. So yeah, I think that's how the story goes. Mom, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. Okay, so there we go. We've got everything glued down. Now we just need to make it into a tag shape, right? So I'll go ahead and cut off this excess. This is a great way to use up scraps too, let me tell you. I don't think we have shortages of those. I remember when I first started, I was like, oh, I don't have hardly any scraps. I wish I had scraps. And I'm like, I have so many scraps. What am I to do with them? And this brings me back to my question on whether or not we should do a scrap swap. Wouldn't that be nice? Get together all the scraps that you're kind of bored with and trade them with someone else. I don't know. Let me know if that interests you. I think that would be kind of fun. I'd be willing to get rid of bunches of stuff to get some new papers to play with that I don't have. Okay, so just, let's try that again. Just Missed a little bit here. There we go. Okay. I actually quite like that. I think that's really fun. Okay, now I got to figure out. It's going to be a big tag. Yes, it is. I had an image here. I was kind of thinking this image. But now I'm thinking that image might not be enough. What else do I have in my little die cut bin here that we could play with? Could do a couple of them. This one's quite cute as well. But I feel like we would then need to do 3. I feel like it would be, you know, everything in 3s, odd numbers, right? Is this a bigger one? Oh, we could do that. Okay, so maybe this here. That down there. Oops. Come on now. And then that there. And then maybe like a word or a phrase or something. What do you guys think of that? Well, whether you like it or not, I think that's what I'm going to go with. Because I can't hear you. All right. Let's do that. First, let's figure out our angle of our tag. I want to keep this part here. So let's go there. Flip that over and cut on this side. Okay. Now, here's the question, to ink or not to ink? My heart says ink, but I don't know. Would that look weird? What if we inked with some chipped sapphire? That would be interesting. So let's give it a go and see what happens. It's only paper. If I screw it up, it's only paper. Scrap paper nonetheless that I had lying around. Just trying to find my appropriate dauber because that one's not quite it. Let's see here. I've kind of got a few stray ones I should probably put away. That goes in there, that goes in there. Since I'm here, I might as well tidy up. There we go, this is the one I want. Okay, do I have any other stray ones? Yes, I do. This is me not putting stuff away. There we go. And that one is just a random one. Okay. Thank you for letting me get that organized. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it at all. Do I have an even darker blue? Don't know if I do. Yeah, it's kind of sad that end of an era with Tim Holtz's last distress ink color being released. Now, would you consider that one darker? See, I think this one is darker, right? Yeah, so no more new distress ink colors. He's done releasing the final color, which I am torn about. Part of me is like, oh, that's sad. You know, again, end of an era. But the other part of me, mostly my wallet, is saying yay, because of course I have the FOMO. I want every color. And that's just not feasible, is it? You don't need every color. It's just not necessary. It would be nice, but it's not necessary. Okay. I mean, that gives it a little something. I think it gives it a nice little border. Well, I'm glad I thought of that, Self. Well done. Why, thank you, Self. Okay, let's go ahead and be a good girl and put this back in here right away. Okay, let's take a look at what we have for some words. words. Beauty in everything. Oh, actually, there's one in here. You can learn a lot of things from the flowers. This is a really long one, but I think we can break it up. So if I put that there, and I put maybe this one down like that, this one up a little like that. So you can learn a lot of things from, this is where I get, you can learn a lot of things from the flowers. Oh, sugar, I need that little sponge back, because I think I do want to ink that up in the blue. Normally, my heart would say vintage photo, but we are doing things a little different today. We are breaking out of our shell and experiencing some different Distress ink colors to edge with, right? Look at us trying something new. I am very much a creature of habit. I know what I like, and I tend to stick with it for the most part. Okay. Almost there, you guys. Thank you for hanging in here with me. I actually think I want to do more of this. This was fun. Taking my scraps and using them up this way. This was a different way to use them. Because, you know, sometimes you have papers left over. You're like, well, you know, where can I use this? Well, this is a good way to use it. Okay. We need some art glitter glue, which is over here. And yeah, this is some die cuts that I had pre-prepared, and then I clear embossed with embossing powder over them. One, just to help give them a little bit more structure, and also a nice little bit of shine. It helps them stand out. Although I think matte would have looked kind of cool as well. But it just gives it more of a intense black. Okay, don't get all wonky on me here. Oh, you silly Billy. Why did you do that? We were getting along so well up until that point. Okay, let's try and salvage. I think we can do it. I'm not gonna let it get me down, because these things, to be completely honest, are an utter pain in the ass to cut out. Gotta tell you, because they're so fine, and if you're not using like a, you know, heavy cardstock, they are fiddly as all get out. There, hopefully no one will notice. I mean, it's still can kind of tell, but that's fine. It's perfectly imperfect, right? A Ming vase is known for its imperfections. Okay. Alrighty. You know what would probably help is our friend reversible tweezers. Come in handy for all sorts of things. This in particular would be one of them. Okay. Good. Last one. We've had some nice warm weather. Got to +5. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so I can stay ahead because I've got my son's wrestling tournament Thursday, which this goes up, so kind of have to be a little bit ahead in order to fulfill my routine and my goals of keeping up with this challenge. So maybe I can cover that with "you can learn." Haha, see, no one will know. You can learn. Does that cover that guy up too much? Oh. You can learn a lot of things from the flowers. And done. Okay, I like it. I like it. Let's do it. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. So we'll put that off to the side just a little bit so that flower will still show. Let's try and put it somewhat level. Okay. Maybe there. You can learn a lot of things from the flowers. Yes, you can. Resilience. There's some flowers that are so resilient. Some may call them weeds, but to me they are all flowers. Except for thistles. Well, I say that, but then they have those purple flowers on them, and I love purple. It's my favorite color. Okay, guys, so with all of that, if you're still with me, hey, thanks for hanging out. And yeah, this is my take on ombre. So use your scraps to create an ombre scrap tag. Well, thanks again, guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you tomorrow for day 26, translucent. Got another fun idea, I think, for this one. So stay tuned. All right, my friends, take care. Have a great day. And P.S. I love you.